Hi, welcome back to Kissing Sustainability. Today's video is one of the big questions of sustainability. Are humans causing climate change? Well, the short answer when it comes to global heating that we're seeing at the moment is yes. But that's a bit too simple, even for keeping it short and sweet. So a little bit more detail. Well, climate changes naturally over time. We've seen that obviously with things like ice ages, and we know in history that the Earth has been much warmer than it is now. So what causes that variation? Well, there are two main factors. One is the tilt of the Earth, the angle that it's at relation to the sun, and we know that has an impact because we have winter and summer. And the other is how close the Earth is to the sun. That makes sense. If you sit near a radiator or a fire, it's much warmer than if you're a little bit further away. And so over hundreds of thousands of years, both of those fluctuate naturally, and that causes the temperature of the Earth to change. But in all of the evidence that we have throughout the history of the Earth until very, very recent times, what's always happened is the temperature of the Earth changes as a result of the tilt and the distance from the sun, and then the carbon dioxide level changes afterwards. So they follow the temperature change. But that's not what's happening now. What's happening now is that the CO2 levels are changing and the temperature is following. And that's the first time in the history of the planet that that has happened. So it's certainly not natural causes which are creating the global heating that we're seeing at the moment. A couple of other factors that are worth understanding is if we look at what's happening from a tilt and a distance to the sun perspective, the Earth should actually be cooling at the moment, and in a few thousand years we'd be entering another ice age. That's clearly never going to happen now, but that's what would be happening based on the natural cycle that occurs. The other thing is the rate of change, the speed that this heating is happening. It's happening about 100 times faster than has ever happened in the history of Earth. So next time you hear someone saying that climate change is just a natural variation, well, yes, the climate does change naturally, but what we're seeing right now is not natural. It is absolutely caused by humans. And therefore we have to take action, because if we don't, we are going to have a huge negative impact on this planet and all of the species which live upon it, including us as humans. Lots more detail about all of this kind of stuff coming up. If there are particular areas that you'd like me to cover, please put them in the comments below. And just as a reminder, please hit like and subscribe down here. That would be very much appreciated. In the meantime, keep kissing sustainability.